such a nice place for a sunny, bright face. I love you. I love you.
The Parent-Child and Mother Goose program is a free drop-in program, and all are welcome to attend. It runs for 1 hour, and we start off with 30 minutes of songs and rhymes. The songs and rhymes really help children with their early speech and language development. It also really helps parents and children just connect in a fun way. So much of our day is consumed with tasks and chores to do, and coming together at our program gives them an opportunity to enjoy one another's company. We really encourage face-to-face contact between parent and child. That really helps to build the bond between them.
It's an evidence-based program. The research for the program was done in British Columbia, and the Fraser Mustard report also well documents brain development and the use of music and rhymes, and the early speech and early language development as well. So the combination of that, as well as the socialization that's happening and the child-parent bond, is just a package that you just can't duplicate, and that's why the program is so successful.
There are lots of songs we've learned here at Mother Goose that she loves singing, not only here but at home, and she always has a smile on her face when we come here. So
I think the kids enjoy a lot of things about Mother Goose. I know from just the music aspect, my daughter is a very musical person. It's almost natural to her, just dancing and singing, and she enjoys all the songs, even from a young age. Almost before she could talk, she was singing the tunes and singing the songs, so it's really helped with her language.
You can speak the same language with your toddler who may not have a full vocabulary, but you can sing a song together and connect that way, and you can both understand each other's words and develop vocabulary. And so it's a really nice way to connect, and most importantly, what's great about it is it gets the kids to sit still.
Oxford Elgin Child and Youth Centre brought this program to Oxford County 15 years ago. It's been centered in Woodstock, Ingersoll, and Tillsonburg, but we've also been able to find money and provide the program in some of the more rural parts of the county as well, so we're excited about that. Last year we had 880 families that brought their children and over 12,000 individuals, which is absolutely staggering. We truly are very, very excited about this program and happy to be able to provide it to the citizens of Oxford County.
The playtime is a very important piece of our program, and even if a squabble is taking place, it's a wonderful opportunity for parents to intervene and teach children during that time.
I love the social interaction for the children because I look at it from an educational point of view, whereas the children now are going to school at 3 years of age full time, and they need to have that social interaction and awareness of others, and it does give it to them.
And then socially, it really helps her with meeting new friends, and she's shy by nature, so it really helps her to overcome that a little bit. So there's several benefits for her.
I have a daughter who's 3, and her name is Coco. Her being an only child, it's a challenge for us to connect with other kids on occasion, and this is a great place for me to find out, does she like younger children? Does she like older children? Does she get on well with kids of her own age? Also, interacting with the instructors, it gets kids to learn their manners and learn how to present themselves in public to adults and how to act appropriately with other parents and other kids when you're most often at home in a quieter atmosphere. The kids really adapt well and learn from others.
We firmly believe at Oxford Elgin Child and Youth Centre that this program is a foundation now in this community. It's absolutely essential. It's early literacy, it's parent support. It's really the best that you can get at an early age for children.
Parents connect with each other. We see that at that time when the toys come out, they'll talk to the person beside them, and a child becomes a common denominator with them all. And we always say that somewhere in the room someone is experiencing the same things that you are with your child.
Well, I first moved to Woodstock when I got married 4 years ago, and I didn't know anyone in the community. And when my son was about 3 weeks old, I started coming to Mother Goose, and it was the place that I could come to meet new mums, that I didn't have to be dressed up and fancy. We could come when we were exhausted. It didn't matter if Benjamin was screaming or had a bad night. Someone else was always willing to hold him or pat his back for me or just take a little bit of a break. And so we've been coming since he was 3 weeks old, and he'll be 3 years old within the next 2 weeks. And so we're very excited that, you know, he loves to come, and he always likes every year when they sing happy birthday to him on his birthday. So it's really good.
It just brings so many families together. So many families have built friendships throughout the community. Children know one another before they go into the school setting.
For my wife, it's been a great way for her to adjust to having new children in her life and meeting new mothers and networking and talking about issues that they have during the playtime. And it's really allowed her to figure things out and to overcome some problems she might have that I can't help her with.
The success of the program, with its large numbers that come, means it's producing a community. These people, they come together, they come every week, they don't just come once, and they feel welcome, they feel a support system. And the children as well begin to start looking for their friends as well. They try to find the same spot on the mat to sit, and that becomes their outing for that week.
I've been coming to Mother Goose for about 9 months. I heard about it through word of mouth. It is the place that, regardless of the other places I've been to in Woodstock, I see and recognize people, which was a really big deal. We started to meet people, and we were new to the town, and my daughter started to make friendships and relationships, which then grew into me meeting other moms and dads, which was really helpful to know that if you didn't see people throughout the week, that you could come to one place and strike up play dates or new relationships from there.
I don't know what I would do if Mother Goose wasn't actually running. It was my gateway into the community. It was the way that I met other mums with children that were the same age as Benjamin. We've made long-standing friendships. We still get together on a weekly basis with one another and have each other over. And through Mother Goose, I learned about the Early Years Center programs. I went to a parenting workshop. I've been to literacy programs and a whole slew of different things in the community where I've been able to meet other mums and teachers and public health nurses and a whole host of other resources that otherwise I'm really not sure how I would have found out about it if it wasn't for the Mother Goose program and their information tables. And the ladies are really good about telling us about what else is going on in the community and if there's any sort of annual things that are happening or summer programs or things like that. So they really try to show you how you can reach out into the greater community around us.
It just allows young mothers a connection, which is extremely important for them to have that connection. Because if you're home alone all day with a child, you feel isolated, and this program takes that isolation away from people.
The thing that stands out the most to me about Mother Goose is that dads come here. No other program do dads come to, so I think that's really fantastic.
We've heard of so many success stories for the program, from the dad that was stranded for many hours on the 401 who told us he used every song and rhyme that we'd ever taught him to get through with his 2.5-year-old. And then we have the story of the mom who was hospitalized with a young child, and she sang over the phone. The dad called her and she sang over the phone to the young child so that he could settle her at night. Just those are the sort of stories that we remember.
I just think this is a very valuable program, and from OECYC's point of view, we are a counseling service for children from 0 to 18 years of age, and we help children and families with mental health issues. This is a positive entrance into the door into our agency. Mental illness can be a negative thing, but these people here know OECYC is a good place to be. So if they're ever recommended to come to our agency, they'll come thinking it's a good place rather than a negative thing. So this is a very positive thing for us as well.
coming from the time he was 3 weeks old until now, watching how much he's changed and go from this little tiny baby that couldn't really do anything but loved watching all the other kids perform and jump and run and sing, and now that he can do those songs and he'll see me singing them with him, and we can do them at home or in the car, watching him go up to be one of the ponies in the chorale song, he just absolutely loves it. So to be able to think back and remember from when he was so tiny, just like 5 or 6 pounds, all the way up to where he is now, has been the best. That's been the best thing, for sure.
Sweet dreams, everybody.